Good morning, everyone. So my seminar topic is intrusion detection system. So, so yeah. So what do you mean by intrusion detection? Like these are the two words, intrusion and the detection. So if I search on Google intrusion, it is the act of intruding or the state being intruded. Like if I some if I forcefully check someone's network, okay, uh, without their uh, permission, that's being intruded, right? And the detection. So, like, if they detect, like, if I go in someone's house and they detect, like, I was in their house, like, somehow they detected or somehow they see me, that is basically a detection. So, intrusion detection means something that intruded a system and the system detected it. So, what is an intrusion detection system? The intrusion detection system (IDS) is a network security tool that monitors network traffic and devices for known malicious activity, suspicious activity, or security policy violations. Like if I, like intruded someone and I violate their privacy. This is just an example. So yeah. So how IDS actually works? Let me show you. So it works with the one or two methods named as signature-based detection and anomaly-based detection. So what is signature-based detection and what is anomaly? So signature is analyze network packets for attack signature. It's signature-based IDs maintains a database, like there's a basically a database of a particular signature. And if somebody attacks, like somebody went there with another signature, so that signature won't match, right? So signature database must be regularly updated with new threat intelligence. And a sequence of code that appears in particular malware variant is an example of attack signature. So this is the as an example, a sequence of code that appears in a particular malware variant is an example of attack signature. So what is anomaly-based detection? Anomaly-based detection method used for machine learning. These base detections are actually like used for machine learning. Like it compares the network activity to a model. Like there's a model we trained and it'll the network which going through that network activity, it'll check for any anomalies and all. And if they found an anomaly, it will detect it. So because it reports any abnormal behavior, anomaly-based ideas can often catch new cyber attacks. So this is a very pros of this anomaly-based because you don't know when is the next new type of malware will come in. Okay, so if something new variant are coming, this base detection will actually, like detect it. And anomaly-based ID may also more prone to false positive because it's basically an AI based, right? It's a machine learned based, and sometimes machine also like have false positives. So intrusion detection system internal working. So there's like sensors, there's a console, and there's a detection engine. So the sensors are the like trigger activities and security events. The console is where the motherboard is, the basically checking system, which like, okay, something in the detected. Let's check in the our console. So that monitors event and send alerts and notification while managing the response of the report generations. Like whichever the reports are generating, if something like anomaly based happened, like something intruded, something will change, right? Some data packets may change and all. Then there is a detection engine records all the alerts, notification, and actions related to security events and register them in a separate database. Then ideas have four different approaches to detect malicious traffic. The first thing is signature. I told you, like if one signature is there and another signature don't match, they will detect it. Then there is anomalies, like through some machine learning approaches, they will detect some like from the network traffic or data packets. A regular network, something changes, it will find an anomaly. Then there is unauthorized access. Security professional configure the ACLs, that is access control list in IDs, to detect and verify user requests. And basically, that is like some security professions, like some cybersecurity of professionals and all, they will configure the ACLs in IDs, intrusion detection systems, to detect and verify user requests. If I'm sending a request and it doesn't match, that is unauthorized access, right? There is protocol-based anomaly, like detect malicious activities and anomalies and protocols. If any protocols used within the network do not meet the standards configured within the IDs, it will generate notification and alerts. Okay. Then there's intrusion prevention system. An intrusion prevention system is a network security tool which can be hardware device or software that continuously monitors a network for malicious activity and takes action to prevent it, including reporting, blocking, and dropping it when it doesn't it does occur. So it can be a hardware device, it can be a software device that continuously monitors a network for malicious activity. Like firewall is a hardware that like that work as an intrusion prevention system. And in the software, there is another software firewall. So these are the things which report and block and drop it. Then how does it work? The IPs, how it works. This method matches the activity of signature on well-known threads. One drawback to this won't be able to recognize new ones. Like in anomaly basis, machine learning, it'll like it'll check and it will recognize the new ones, but in this one, it won't. Anomaly-based monitors for the abnormal behavior in comparison of random samples of network activity against a baseline standard, more robust than signature-based monitor. But it can sometimes produce false positive. As I said, machine learning, and it can have their own false positive, right? Then there is policy-based. Employs security policies defined enterprise and blocks activity that violates those policies. Requires an administration to set up the configure security policies. Like there's a this basic policy, like okay, up to this machine they have to use. Like we make a policy, and if that policy is crossed, they are violating these policies, and requires an administrator to set it up, right? Then there is different type of IPs. There is network intrusion prevention system. There is host intrusion prevention system. There's network behavior analysis, and there's wireless intrusion prevention system. So this is NIPS, and you can see there's NIPS, there's segment A, there's segment B, then there is firewall, there's NIPS, then there's router. This is how it works. It's basically installed at only the strategic points to monitor all the network traffic, like between laptop and you can see the financial server, workstation. Then there's NIPS. Then that NIPS is connected to the network router of the segment A. It will connect there. Then it will go to perimeter router. There is HIPS. HIPS is basically internet, and between the internet and the network where we use it, there's another NITS. In contrast to NIPS, endpoint like installed on the endpoints. NIPS is already installed in an endpoint, right? And looks for inbound and outbound traffic from the machine. It works best with combination of NIPS as it serves the last line of defense, right? Because in NIMS is basically going to workstations and some of the other router. So with this, with NIMS, you can add HIPS, and this HIPS will install at the endpoints like such a PC and all, and it will go for like inbound and outbound like that. Then there's NB, network behavior analysis. This analyzes network traffic to detect usual or unusual traffic flows, such as DDoS. DDoS is basically distributed denial of service attack. So this is a very amazing attack. This is DDoS. It's a very crucial attack that happened in previous years, and right now there are systems which can prevent DDoS attacks. And this is how it works. Like in DDoS, like there's one system and it completely sending request again and again to one system, and it will tend to get that system slow, and the server may hang. Then there's WIPS, that's wireless intrusion prevention system. So there's an authorized IP and authorized client, like your phone. and your Wi-Fi. Then there's somebody else from a rogue client to rogue EP, and they really want to connect to your internet through Wi-Fi. So it won't allow them. Where are the benefits of an intrusion prevention system? The benefits are additional security, increased efficiency for other security controls, time savings, compliance, customization. And there's another evasion tactics of IDS. It's DDoS is the first thing I told about spoofing. Like you made a fake IP address and went to a trustworthy source in the DNS record. Then there's a fragmentation, splitting malware into other malicious payload into small packets and obscuring the obscuring the signature from avoided detection by strategically delaying packets or sending them out of order. And these are properly used by hackers. Encryption use encrypted protocols to bypass an IDS if the IDS doesn't have the corresponding decryption key. Then operator fatigue, like generating large number of IDs alert on purpose to distract an incident response team of their real activity. Like you made, like generating large number of IDs alert. So this much alerts are there, but instead of their alert, and like if I'm an operator and I'm checking, oh my god, this much of alerts are there, then there may be a one person like, okay, maybe he is checking the alert, so I can now go and